Hello, in the last video we have discussed about the scale error. There are mainly four types of scale error. First one is zero error, and second one is sensitivity error, third one is non-conformity error, and fourth one is hysteresis error. Now coming to the dynamic error. Dynamic errors occurs only when the input quantity is varying with time. Now we are having two words. First one is static and dynamic. The static means the value does not change with time. But in dynamic means the value which is changing continuously with time. Here dynamic error occurs. In those cases, we are having input quantity which we want to measure by the transducer. The input quantity is continuously changing with the time. The dynamic error occurs due to the storage element present in the transducer. The storage elements means capacitor and inductance which is present in the transducer. Then the elements have the property to store the energy in them. Capacitor and inductors are the energy storage element. So if the transducer having the energy storing element, due to that the dynamic errors are occur. Now let us see an example how the dynamic error affect the output. Now let us consider a RC series circuit. Now if we give an input, that is a voltage E is applied across the capacitor, after some time t, the output voltage EC is equal to E into 1 minus exponential into minus t by tau, where tau is the time constant, that is equal to RC, and when we apply an input voltage E, we have to get the same output voltage E, but due to the presence of capacitor, some amount of voltage is stored in the capacitor. So we get the output as EC. When we measure the error, which is called dynamic or measurement error. So the difference between input and output is dynamic error. That is EMT is equal to input voltage E minus output voltage EC. On applying that, we get minus exponential of minus t by tau. Now, if the time is 0, the actual value is 1. And if the time is increasing, that is t is equal to infinity, the value is 0. So, as the time increasing, the dynamic error decreasing. So, coming to the graph, if you applied a voltage 0 degree, input voltage is E, the actual value will be the straight line. But due to the presence of capacitor, the charging is occur. So, the capacitor is going to charge from the 0 value by a slow charging method. So, we get a curve just like that. The difference in input actual value and practical value is called dynamic error. So, at the time t equal to 0, the dynamic error is high, and as the time increases, the dynamic error is going to decrease. This is called dynamic error. Now coming to the next error, errors due to noise and drift. Noise and drift signals originating from the transducer, they are vary with time and they are superimposed on output signal. The difference between noise and drift, it is noise consists of a signal of random amplitude and random frequency. That is, noise is random signal or random frequency. And drift is a slow change in time. The magnitude of the noise and drift is normally independent of the magnitude of the input signal. So, we can you can change the errors due to noise and drift by using an amplifier in it. And next one is errors due to a change of frequency. The frequency response and frequency cutoff are the two specific and described response of transducer to a variable frequency sine wave input is applied into it. Consider a linear transducer. If we apply a sine wave, the output will also get the same replica of the sine wave. Now, the frequency of the sine wave is increases. It also happen quickly respond towards the changes in the frequency. But according to that, it has to produce the output. That is, if we increase the frequency, the same sine wave should be at the output. And then at a particular value, the frequency beyond which we are making the change, the output of the transducer, it will not going to respond quickly as the frequency is changing with the output of the amplitude. That is, it is going to fall, and also the phase difference between output and input is occur. It is also going to further increase in frequency. That is, for a particular frequency, the output is going to reduce. That is, if we increase the frequency in such an extent that the output is not following the input. The fall in amplitude is called frequency response of the transducer. Now coming to the graph, it is the graph plotted between frequency and gain, that is output divided by input. Here input is always a constant, that is then output gain is always in dB and frequency is in log f. Now at the low frequency, the sine wave, that is output, is respond with the same sine wave. It is constant for a longer period. As if we increase the frequency, the output is also same in the case of transducer. But for a particular frequency, it is going to roll off. This roll off is called frequency response of the transducer. Now, the errors due to environmental factors. When the transducers are under constant environmental condition, and if it is not constant, they are also affect the performance of transducer. The environmental conditions that are going to affect are stray capacitance, electromagnetic or electrostatic fields, and if there is any change in temperature, pressure, humidity, or changes in supply voltage. And these are the main factors affecting the transfer function. So it's transfer characteristics of transducer. That is, first one is transfer function and second one is error and third one is errors due to environmental factors. Now, thank you.